Hi, everybody. I am going to do a quick demonstration on how to submit your event to go onto the Alive events calendar. So when you're going to log into the member area, so you're going to click login, and then you're going to log in. And you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and submit your event. So you're going to click on submit your event. And then you're going to fill everything out. So let's submit. Okay. So for submission information, this is your name, your email. You can put your phone number if you like. The event details, so the date of the event. So let's have fun. Mm, mm, mm. So the date of the event. If it's multiple days, you put the end date here. So like if it's 2 days, like the 19th and the 20th, you would put the 20th here. If it is just one day, you do not need to enter an end date. The name of the event. Okay. Then here you're going to determine what type of event it is. Is it an academy, a live academy webinar? Is it a conference or summit event? Is it a general public event? Is it something that everybody can attend? Is it a volunteer information session or anything that is inviting possible volunteers to prospective volunteers to a live an event? Is it a community of practice? A day of service? That's usually going to be for partners who are submitting things. But I mean, eventually we might end up having days of service, but I don't foresee us using too much of that. Member information. Is it a member webinar or just something curated specifically for members? Is it a member only event? That's very important because there's things that we can do on the back end to ensure that only members can sign up for it. Is it a national, state, or regional conference? Again, this is usually typically partners who are also submitting because they want to put stuff on our calendar. So that's just typically is going to come from there. Or, if you work for an organization and you all are hosting something, that's something that you can do as well. Partner offering. So that's typically like our partner. So CCVA, Better Impact, and maybe they're doing a conference or they're having a workshop or whatever, that's when you would click that. And if it's recognition, is it like a type of recognition event? Then you can click there. So here, put all the details of your event, be as detailed as possible, put as much as you can there. If you have an image, go ahead and select that and add it. Or if you have the image URL, you can drop it in here. You are going to this is definitely not enough information, but you understand, you get the point. I'm going to make it a general public event. Okay. Then, again, you choose an image if you have one and the URL. If you have it, it's one or the other. So then make sure you select your start time and your end time. Who's going to come party with me at 5 o'clock in the morning? Yeah. And then Eastern. Now, if you fill this part out, you do not have to fill this out. This is more like morning, evening, afternoon. It's either one or the other. You don't have to do both. So again, this is the description of the event. This is where you get really into the nitty gritty of the details if necessary. Like you might include instructions, like registration instructions. You might include, I don't know, just whatever more details that you would need that wasn't here in the general description. Now, this is where it gets exciting, okay? So stay with me. This is the contact information. So this is who you contact on the day of the event. This information up here, this first one that we started, this is you as the submitter, so that if we have questions, we know who to reach out to. But this down here is the contact info on the day of the event. Now, most of what we are doing is going to be virtual. So you would put live virtual, but for whatever reason, if you're doing something and it is personal, whatever, you choose what location makes sense. Now here, under location name, if it is online, this is where you put the link. So don't put live virtual and then put Zoom. Don't do that. Put the location, put the Zoom link here, because what we will do is when this is submitted, it goes into pending. And if we have to create an event registration or something like that, we will pull the link from here and put it behind the members only, for the lack of better words, paywall, so that people won't just be able to access it. So don't worry about putting it there and just thinking it's going to be front facing on the calendar. It won't, but this is where you put your Zoom link. And then you add the address if you deem it necessary, which I don't, it just auto-filled. And then hit save and continue. And voila, it will tell you what you did wrong. Event details must be entered. Okay, so let's go back up here. Details of the event and the description. Okay, so I'm going to say we're going to have a really good time. Yes, we are. Celebrate good times. Come on. Okay. There. Now you check everything. Please, 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 please check your dates and times. We've had several events that had come in where the dates were wrong, or the dates didn't match what was in the description. The description had one date, the event details had a different date. There was misspellings, all of those types of things. When that happens, it takes us a little bit longer because now we have to reach out and verify which date, or is this spelling of something, is it correctly? So please, please double, triple check this before you hit submit. So you go ahead, check location, you have the link, everything is there, everything looks good, hit confirm and submit. And that's it. If you know all of your COP dates, or all of your Live Academy dates, or all of the dates for whatever your program is for the whole rest of the year, go ahead, knock them all out at once. It's totally okay. You can never submit it too early. So if you want to sit down and one day you just knock out 5 and then knock out another 5, that's fine. Or if you want to do it one at a time, that's fine as well. But please understand that plan for at least a minimum 14-day turnaround. That is the expectation. So once your event is posted, it will be up on the calendar for 14 days. So please don't wait to the last minute to submit something to the calendar. Because as we know, we are all volunteers. And so everybody is volunteering and taking their precious and spare time to come in and help. So we don't want to stress them out by doing things last minute. We want to give everybody an opportunity to be able to work this into their schedule. So please submit with an understanding of a 14-day turnaround at a minimum. If something happens and, and it's emergency and it just came out of the blue, etc., then you can send an email to info@volunteeralive.org, and we will do our best to get to it a little bit sooner than later. But please understand the standard turnaround time is going to be 14 days. When you submit, you will receive an email that says you have submitted an event. Let me see if I have that email. Where did I send it? What email did I use? Yes. So you will get an email that looks like this in your inbox, confirming everything. And see it here, it says it is in a pending status. Once we update it and it gets added to the calendar, you'll receive another email that indicates and lets you know that it has been added. When you get that email, I am asking for you please to double check to make sure that on the calendar, again, the information is correct. The link works. It goes to where it's supposed to be. If it's supposed to be behind the paywall, it's behind the paywall and not in front of it. This way we are all, it's a checks and balances to all help each other out to make sure that the event gets added in a timely manner and the way that it should. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. Continue to thrive with Alive in 2025.